A gym routine will solve it all. In today's video, we are going to be talking about how to strengthen your mind through fitness, how to fix what's going on up here with just the gym. Now, if you don't know who I am, my name is Damien Alvarez. I am on a self-development journey and I share all my findings with you here. So hopefully you can pick up a thing or two and improve your life alongside me. So in today's video, like I said, we're going to be talking about mental strength, how to build it through the gym, through fitness, how a gym routine helps you in all facets of your life, not just physically, but also mentally, emotionally, spiritually, and why I think developing a good gym routine is one of the, if not the most important thing you can do for your mental well-being. Now, if you know me, if you've been around me, if you follow me on social media to any degree, you'll know that I am an avid gym goer. Now, I've been going to the gym for many years, since middle school. Pretty seriously through high school, just due to athletics, and then especially throughout college. Fell off a couple times here and there, especially when I first went to college, but second year of college, picked it up really hard and haven't looked back since. Through the past 6 or 7 months, I have adapted a 7-day policy, so I've been going to the gym every single day as much as I can. Now, some weeks I'm, 6 days, 5 days, occasionally, very rarely at this point, but I like to go 7 days. Now, that's just to prove to myself that I can keep a routine for the most part. I don't weight train every single day. One day out of the week, I just like an active recovery day. Go do sauna, go do cardio, go do stretching. Just go to the gym, get active. But I like to go at the same time every single day. It just puts me in a better mood. I prove to myself that I can do something hard every single day. I can commit to something, and it just helps me. I like it 7 days a week, even though it's not the most optimal thing for muscle hypertrophy or whatever you want to say. It's not for that. It's for mental. But I think that the gym is a great tool that you can leverage, not only to build up yourself physically, but also mentally. So a big thing I want to talk about today is how not using the gym as a tool to grow yourself professionally is keeping you on a hamster wheel of depression and non-achievement. That's directly from my article, something I wrote. You can check it out in the link below. But when I say grow yourself professionally, I don't just mean in business, fiscally, monetarily, or in your career. I mean professionally in the sense where you're a professional at life. You're a professional at being a human being. You are striving to be the best human you can be every single day, and how not using the gym as a tool for that is very dumb. Now, since I've been an avid gym goer for the past decade or so, I can look back on times and reflect, right? Do a little introspection for you here live. But the times in my life where I was feeling the most down mentally, spiritually, emotionally, and physically were the times where I was out of the gym. The gym isn't just used to lose weight, to look good, to post pictures on Instagram. I know that there is a huge mental aspect to it as well. Contrary to that, when I look back at the greatest times of my life, the ones where I was super high energy all the time, got the right sleep, wasn't depending on caffeine, getting all my work done, just a higher person, higher vibrational person in general, was the times when I was the most committed to my gym schedule. Now, that's not a coincidence to me. That is a direct correlation from gym to how you are as a person. Now, whether you like fitness or not, whether you're a gym rat, so they say, or whether you want to be a bodybuilder or you want to get as big as possible, I think that having a solid gym routine in your life is the best thing you can do for your mental well-being. For me, I don't try to have the best workout every single time I go. I don't go in there hyped up off pre-workout, trying to get the sickest pumps, trying to get the best pictures, trying to just feel the best. I go because I tell myself that I'm going to go. And I think using it as a mental tool that way, and just telling yourself that you're going to do it and doing it every single day, is one of the most powerful tools you can do for your mental. Sure, there's great physical side effects as well. You get bigger, you get stronger, you get faster, you get whatever your goal is in the gym. But I think that the mental side is quite underlooked when it comes to the gym. I think that if you adapt a consistent gym schedule, you will see a night and day difference in your life. If you're able to force yourself to go when you don't want to go, say you wake up in the morning and you're just like, oh, today I am super dreading the gym, I just don't want to go. If you're able to overcome that and stick to the routine and go every single day that you say you're going to go, the mental barrier, the mental block that you clear up by jumping over that hurdle translates across every single facet of your life, whether that be in work and relationships and whatever you're doing. Being able to do a hard thing that you don't want to do is one of the most important things you can start doing in your life. And I think the gym is the easiest, lowest fruit that you can pick to start doing that in your life. I just finished a book by Epictetus called Discourses. And if you don't know what that is, it's a book about philosophy, stoicism, mental things in general. It's good for the self-development genre that I'm in. So if you're interested in learning about how the brain works, how to deal with things in a stoic frame, it's definitely good for that. But in there, it says, quote unquote, Counter temptation by remembering how much better will be the knowledge that you resisted. Now, while this is talking about temptation and not indulging in certain things in life, I think that the lesson or the overarching idea of it can be directly translated to what I'm talking about here. If you realize that you can jump over the mental hurdle of going to the gym, even if you don't want to, the benefits of that, the mental benefits you get from just doing that and telling yourself you're going to do it and actually going through with it, even though you don't want to, far outweigh the gains in the gym that you get from just going that day, right? Sure, you're going to gain a little muscle that day. Sure, you're going to burn a few calories. Sure, you're going to have a good workout. But the fact of the matter is that you mentally know that you can do things you don't want to do. And that translates to work, to business, to relationships, to whatever you want to translate it to. And I think that it's directly correlated here. If you don't want to go to the gym, you can counter the thought of not wanting to go by realizing how good you will feel directly following the gym. And I think we've all had that happen to us, right? We don't want to go, but we end up going anyways. We dread the walk. We're tired. We don't have any caffeine. But once we're in there, we're feeling good. We're doing the workout or whatever. It doesn't feel that good in the moment. But when you're done with that workout, all the endorphins hit, all the dopamine hits, everything good that comes with working out hits you. And you're like, man, I really am glad that I worked out. So now, like I said, I've been doing the 7-day split for a few months now, 6-7 months since like last November, October, September, somewhere in there. I don't remember the exact day, obviously. But for a few months now, over half a year, I've been doing the 7-day split in the gym. And a lot of you will say that that's overtraining. Right? It's not good for muscle hypertrophy. It's not good for, you need rest days, you need this and that, but that's not what I do it for. I realized that over the past couple of years of lifting, I haven't really gotten much bigger personally. I've been training hard. I've been getting a little bit stronger in the gym, but I kind of reached a soft ceiling with my physique and the way that I like to do things. I don't really feel like pushing myself that much further as far as strength goes. I'm already probably in the top 0.1% percentile as far as strength goes, so I don't really want to push any further. I'm not in powerlifting. I'm not a competitive bodybuilder or anything like that, so there's no reason for me to do it. All I'm doing past this point is just risking injury. I've already hit all the big goals, squat 455, bench 315, deadlift 500, done all that stuff, so I can push it further, but I just really don't want to at this point. I do it more at this point for just the mental benefits. So there's two sides to the gym, in my opinion. There's the physical benefits and then the mental benefits. And I think that is split somewhere 50-50. At this point in my life, the way that I view it, my lens on life is that it's more like 60-40 mental for me. I put a lot more emphasis on the mental side of things from me going to the gym than the physical side of things. You may be different. It may be split for you differently, but that's my lens on it. I go there because it's almost like a therapy for me, right? And you hear that, it's corny, whatever. Yeah. But I realize that when I'm in the moment, when I'm lifting, when I'm just in the gym doing what I like to do, the amount of peace that I get from that is overwhelming, right? I go to the gym for probably, it's round trip 2 hours for me every single day. Walk there, work out, do a little cardio, walk back, 2 hours total. But I realize that when I'm in the gym, I don't really think about anything except being there, being in the moment, being with myself. I do a lot of introspection while I'm lifting. I used to be big on like music. I used to do the whole hard style, crazy stuff, but I don't really do that anymore. Either it's a podcast for me, an audiobook, or just nothing. I've been really enjoying not working out to anything recently. I just been enjoying being there, being present with myself. A lot of the times when I'm outside of the gym, when I'm doing this stuff, when I'm working on business or I'm at work, my time and my focus is just split between a bunch of different things. And I feel like I'm constantly running around trying to finish stuff. I'm very productive during the day. I love what I'm doing for work. I love where I'm at in life right now. Not to say that I'm, depressed when I'm not in the gym or anything like that, but I realize that when I'm in the gym, when I'm doing that, I'm just there. That's the only thing I'm focused on. It's like I want to say it's like an escape, but that's super corny. You hear that all the time. But it is sort of like a mental break. And that's what I use it for at this point. So you may say that 7 days a week is overtraining. You're going to hurt yourself. You need rest days. You need this. You need that. But that's not what I do it for. We don't have the same goals at this point. I think that it's better to use it for a mental reliever at this stage of my life, where I'm at, this season of life that I am in. But that's just me personally, and I'm just here sharing my experience with you. Maybe you can pick up a thing or two, look at it from a different point of view. But I think that if you are viewing the gym as just something that you go do so you can get bigger, so you can get stronger, so you can get more jacked, and you're not regarding any of the mental benefits of it, I think that you are severely handicapping yourself in what you can gain from being in the gym. So that's just my 2 cents, a little rant there for you. But Pretty much I go to the gym because at this point I want to. I like going. I enjoy it. I enjoy the benefits. I'm already kind of where I want to be physique wise. I don't want to get much bigger. I don't want to gain much weight. I don't want to bulk. I don't want to cut. I don't want to do anything. I just want to do it. I like lifting. I like being in the gym. I like working out. I like exercising. So that's the season of my life that I'm in, and that's how it'll be for the remainable future. So now, if you're not in the gym already, hopefully at this point in the video, I convinced you to start going to the gym at least one day a week. I promise you'll get 100 times more benefits than I do out of it at just one day a week if you're not going now. But there's a few fears that come along with going to the gym, right? The first one is that people think that they're going to get too big. I promise you that is not how this shit works. If people got too big on accident, the bodybuilding stage wouldn't exist. People wouldn't make careers out of it. People wouldn't dedicate their whole lives to it. I promise that you are not going to get too big. If that's your main concern, especially if you're a female, I don't know how much of my audience is female, probably maybe 1%, but if you are someone who is scared to go to the gym because you don't want to be big muscly guy or big muscly girl and you're scared of that look, I promise it doesn't happen on accident. It takes years and years and years of consistent work to look like that, and it has to be a goal you strive towards. It doesn't happen on accident. If it did, I would be a lot more jacked than I am now. So honestly, that thought is just your brain sheltering you from doing something uncomfortable. Clearly, if you haven't been going to the gym your whole life, if you're not really a gym goer, then your brain doesn't want you to go, right? Your brain likes to stay in homeostasis. It likes to keep you comfortable, keep you the same where you are because you're surviving, you're living, you're thriving. But that's all that is. It's just an excuse. It's just a smoke shield to try to protect yourself from getting uncomfortable, from doing things you don't want to do. And you need to realize that that's what it is. Look at your ideas from a third person point of view and realize that your brain is just trying to keep you comfortable. And we all know that growth only comes from being uncomfortable. Also, you're not going to get judged. No one's going to laugh at you when you go to the gym. I promise you won't walk in and the music won't stop and everyone's going to look at you and point and laugh. It's not going to happen. That just doesn't happen. It never has. That shit happens in the movies. It doesn't happen in real life. Quite frankly, if you are there as a new person and you want help with something, the biggest guys in the gym are going to be your best friends. They love helping new people. They love seeing people grow, and everyone in the gym is just there to get better. No one's going to laugh at you for using the machine wrong or not knowing how to do something or being a little timid and shy or wearing your gloves or doing whatever you're going to do. Well, maybe don't wear gloves. That may get you laughed at. But if you are there trying to better yourself, I promise people in the gym will try to help you, especially the staff. I don't know about your gym, but at my gym, they're super nice, super friendly. I love all of them. And they're just there because they want to help you, right? No one's going to laugh at you for doing anything in the gym, I promise. So if that's one of your biggest fears as well, and that's why you're not going to the gym now, scratch that shit from your mental, because it's just your brain trying to keep you comfortable. Another topic I want to hit on is outlets in life. So there's many different outlets that you can take in life. You can do hobbies for outlets. You can have your outlet as your work, which I don't really agree with or believe in. I think that you need to have an outlet outside of professional business or outside of work. But yoga, walking, cycling class, hanging out with roommates, going out drinking, doing drugs. They span from healthy to not so healthy things. But in life, you need to have outlets. And chances are, if you are having mental troubles, then the outlet that you're using to try to help yourself or help your mental is extremely unhealthy. If you are going out 3-4 days a week outside of college, that's kind of a gray zone. I did that stuff in college as well. I'm sure you did if you went to college, or if you are still in college, you probably are. But when you're trying to develop yourself as a professional, when you're trying to become a better human in the world, there's no reason for you to be consuming alcohol more than 2-3 times a month at absolute max. I've completely changed my perspective on this, and I'll go on a little rant about this because it was a huge problem in my life all throughout college, and especially immediately following, because I was in that mental frame of just wanting to go out, just wanting to have fun, going out every weekend. Friday hitting the guys up, what are we doing? Saturday hitting the guys up, what are we doing? Sending Sunday all hungover, that bleeding over into Monday, not being productive on Monday. Having a good day Tuesday-ish, Wednesday, hump day, Thursday, it's almost the weekend, Friday, repeat, right? And it was just a super unhealthy cycle of going out and doing things I didn't really want to do just to kind of fit in with the crowd. And just because my friends were doing it and I was so used to it from college that I completely flipped my outlook on all of this stuff recently over the past few months. I only go out at this point for celebrations. So birthdays, friends got a promotion. If an important thing is happening in my life and somebody wants to go out, then I will go out with them. But if at this point in my life, if we're just going out to go have fun and because you need an escape from your life. I'm not interested. I don't really want to do that anymore in my life. I'm in a different season. I don't like that stuff anymore. I just get more satisfaction out of doing more productive things. So if that's your outlet now, it's common for everybody. The sooner you get over that vice in your life is essentially what it is, the quicker that you will come to being a more transcendent human and the happier you will be in life. I'm a firm believer in that. My life has flipped completely 180 since I adapted this kind of mentality of not really going out unless it's something really important to me or to someone else that I like. If it's important to someone important to me, then it's automatically important to me. That's just how I am wired. But yeah, I'm not going out anymore doing a bunch of crazy stuff every single weekend. Those times are behind me, even though I'm only 23. I just don't want to do that anymore. That's just not my thing. I don't like that. I just don't. I had my fun for the last couple of years, but at this point I'm more focused on business, more focused on professional growth and development. And that's a little rant. I'll get off my soapbox there, but you need to have a healthy outlet in life. And for a lot, people find that in the gym, right? It's a very healthy outlet for you. It only does positive things for you, helps you mentally, helps you physically, helps you with everything in life. You know, being more mobile is never a bad thing. Being more mentally clear is never a bad thing. The only thing that can be seen as, I guess, bad is that it takes a bit of time out of your week, but it's something that you really need to put an emphasis on anyways. Chances are you're spending time on TikTok, you're spending time scrolling on Twitter like I do, or you're spending time doing things that are unhealthy for you. So just flip that in your life with something more positive, and your mental troubles will seem to die on their own. I know they have for me. So, side note, a little piece on the time aspect. If you say you don't have time for the gym, I promise everyone does. Even people like Jeff Bezos go to the gym. You know, I'll put a picture of him here now. It's in the article as well. Dude is fucking jacked. So if Jeff Bezos, one of the richest men in the world, has time to go to the gym and do whatever he's doing, might be on a little TRT, who knows, but he's still going to the gym. If he has time, I guarantee that you have time. Now let's make this actionable for you. So I do have 3 tips that you can use to improve your mental resilience through fitness. So the very first one is an important one. It's a challenge for you. It's a test, and I'll do it with you. Don't worry. I want you to put your phone down and do 50 push-ups right now. Prove to yourself you can do something for once. Prove to yourself that you can say things that you want to do, that you can do things you say you want to do, and that you can do things you don't want to do. So I'll do it right now with you. Hopefully my camera will allow this, and I'll also speed it up, but I'll do them right here for you as well. "24, 25, 34, 35, 44, 45, 6, 47, 48, 49, and 50. Oh. There, that's that. If I did it, you can do it. If you got to take breaks in between, if you need to take a break, if you got to get a water, do it. But drop down right now and give me 50 push-ups. Man, I'm out of breath with that. All right, now the second thing. I'm a little out of breath from that, but bear with me here. So the second thing I have for you is to find 1 hour to go to the gym today or tomorrow. I don't know what time it is by you. I don't know what time zone you're in when you're watching this video, but if you have time to go to the gym today, I want you to set aside an hour for yourself and go to the gym. Like the previous one, prove to yourself that you can do things you don't want to do, especially if you don't have a gym routine. I want you to set aside some time and go to the gym. Once you knock out your first day, I promise the second comes a lot easier. The third comes easier after that, then the fourth, fifth, sixth. Once you get that forward momentum, once you get that push in the right direction, I promise everything there is easier. Once you hit your first 7 days, or whatever your goal is, if you want to work out 4 days a week, whatever that is, then you can take a day off. I don't care what you do after that, but for the next few days, I want you to tell yourself that you were going to do this, that you were going to go to the gym, and I want you to do it whether you want to do it or not. Now, the third thing I have for you is I want you to reflect on how your life is changing as you adapt this routine. It's important every single day, every single week, every single month, every so often to do a self-analysis on how your life is going. Introspection is the number one tool that you can use to correct your life, to point yourself in the right direction, to continue to iterate on what's going on and to develop a better life. So after your first week of going to the gym for the first time, I want you to look back and see how that week went. Are you in a better mood? Are you in a worse mood? Are you getting more work done, less work done? Are you tired? Are you more energetic? Just analyze your life on a holistic view and see how you feel. Genuinely, don't lie to yourself and see what's going on. Maybe the first week, maybe the first couple weeks, you don't feel as good. You're a little bit more tired. You're a little bit more sore. But I promise after that, as you get that forward momentum, as that snowball starts building up, you will feel a whole lot better. I know I did. So now I wrote in my article, you should be having inner dialogue with yourself 24/7, but consciously sit down to take notes of the direction your life is headed every once in a while. Introspection is huge. It's one of the biggest things I push on this channel. It's one of the biggest changes I've made in my life over the past few months, and I want to give that to you. If you don't ever think about what's going on in your life, if you don't ever reflect on how things went, how they can be improved, how they can go worse, just doing general reflection of what's going on in your life, you never know what's going right and what's going wrong. Sure, the good things are very easy to note, the bad things are very easy to note, but when things feel normal, when things feel like they're going bad all the time, when things feel like they're going right all the time, there's a reason for that. You need to figure out that reason, and you can only do that through introspection and inner dialogue. A method you can use to do this is journaling. So I wrote an article on that. I'll drop that as the second link in the description. I think you're supposed to be confused, and there's a method there. The steps are how to start journaling. So I suggest you start doing that for every single day for the base level of introspection. That'll build up into a lot of different things that I write about on this channel, but there's a good starting ground for you. So now I promise that if you do the things I've outlined for you, if you stick to a routine, if you tell yourself you're going to do stuff and you do it for the next 30 days, your life and your headspace will be completely different. And as a side note, you might even be a little bit more jacked too. But that's all I had for you today. I know it was a bit of a longer one. I think we're pushing 20 minutes at this point. But clearly the gym is something I like talking about. Mentality is everything to me, and it's something that I have a lot of thoughts on. So if you want to hear more about that, the most important thing you can do is read the article that I write. I wrote a full breakdown of everything that I like about this topic that I broke down in this video as well. If you want to hear my thoughts on a day-to-day basis, follow me on Twitter at Damian Alvarez. Otherwise, follow me across all socials at Damian Alvarez, and I will talk to you guys next week.